We Are Scientists, The Cribs, Razorlight, and Kaiser Chiefs. All celebrating 20 years, can you believe it, of UK indie rock music. Yeah, what a great feeling. Watching bands, live bands, play proper live music, like Johnny from the Razorlight actually alluded to a bit. You know, sometimes they F up, sometimes they make mistakes, sometimes things speed up, sometimes things slow down, but honestly, just amazing watching all these bands do what they do best. So I'm stood in the crowd watching these bands and I'm thinking, oh, it'd be awesome to just highlight some of the best guitar moments I could think across the bands. Here they are. I really wanted to see We Are Scientists. It was technically my first time as they were playing as a full band, but I have seen them at the Vinyl Whistle in Headingley in Leeds doing an acoustic set, which was really cool. But nobody move, nobody get hurt. The main riff, you can't get better. I love playing this riff, but we're on the 11th, and then we're going 9th on the D string, then 11th on the D string, and then 9th on the A. And it's just 2 notes each. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm really give it some, to be honest. It feels really good when you do it like that. We Are Scientists. What an awesome band. I absolutely love you. And moving swiftly on with The Cribs, Wakefield's Finest, and Mirror Kisses. I've always wondered what this chord was. Now I saw a couple of people on YouTube's playing it just like this, which is just 9, 8, 9, like that. But you can play the sort of full chord there, maybe, and add that 7th fret on the E. I'm not actually super sure what they do, but it sounds really cool. Just love that flavour of that chord. A bit different to your usual sort of just rock power chords, just adding a bit of a major 7th in there. Sounds really good. Again, not super sure what they actually do, but I was too in awe just watching them, but that sounds pretty good to me. So there's the first 2 riffs that I thought really captured my attention on that day. Now, we can't not have the Kaiser Chiefs feature in this video, seeing as they were playing Employment in full. So I thought, oh my god, the solo. I thought that really stood out, and I thought it was really nice. So. And then it kind of goes up lots and lots of chromatic frets all the way up until I think the 21st fret. And you could do that on the E string, or, you know, kind of combine them at the end there. Not super sure what he does, but the actual flavour of those notes is really nice. I think barring it across here like that, which is just 1, 1, going from the E to the B, and then the 3rd fret of the B string. 5, 6. And it does eventually go to this 8th fret at some point as well. But... a bit like that. You could go if you wanted to, I suppose. But I do think that's probably where he plays it, and it sounds good. And just for an added Brucey bonus, why not look at this intro of Oh My God? I just almost forgot Oh My God. how good it was. Pretty nice, like proper like bluesy little lick there. But yeah, it's kind of what you'd expect really, sort of on that 12th, 12, 10, 12, with a little quarter bend, like that. And then classic little double stop on that 10th fret with the G and the B. And then kind of a off, yeah, sort of like, not on the first beat, but just on that next and. Give that a good old bend. I think he bends pretty much straight away. It's like this. Yeah, really nice. Well good. Go on then, you've twisted my arm enough. Let's do a little bonus one, and let's do I Predict a Riot. Any Leeds fans out there, this is how you play that awesome riff. Oh, you really got to dig in and just really go for that one to make it feel as rioty as you want it to. You could play it in kind of a few ways, but I think it is in C. So it's the 3rd fret. 6, 5, 3, 6, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 3. You could go 3, 1, open, back to the C. Or you could go back to the 5 and 6, or the 6 and 5. To kind of finish it off there. What a great riff, and pretty much Leeds anthem at this point. So thought I'd chuck that in there for you. Gotta give Razor like some love with In the Morning as well. I've always wanted to learn this, and it's a really catchy guitar part, so let's have a look. It starts like this. So I've ultimately just learnt this just today, so I'm not super familiar with it. But basically, you've got this kind of power chord on the 10th fret here, or even the full major chord. You kind of give it a bit of a, and then a 4th. So you got a bit of a you can think of this E minor pentatonic riff here, but just kind of probably not in that key, but maybe it is. You just go in ba 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 ba, and then 15, 12, 14 and 12 together, and then 12. And you gotta kind of remember this is almost like, kind of like a funky song really, so give it as much, funk as you want. That's my favourite bit there, when you get to this E minor chord. And I don't think there is any 7th, 7th, flattened 7th there, quite a full chord. Quite difficult. You just got to manage your fingers there, and I don't think that really includes much, that note there. Just got to kind of get it there. So it's this kind of a classic da 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 da, and the notes that I hear you kind of go in, kind of. that kind of thing. I think there is maybe a slight variation, possibly, but I've seen many versions of this on YouTube already, and kind of the tab, no one seems super sure, and I think a lot of people are quite keen to say that's not how you do it, but that kind of seems like a definite. Something like that. Very nice. And I just want to point out as well, Johnny, the lead singer, he was playing a sort of a Gibson LS6 or something, L6S or something. I've never ever seen that guitar. I think I've got a video of him playing it, which I'll just kind of overlay now. Never seen it before, but I think he had 3 models: a white, an aged one, an orange one, very like almost like those orange guitars that come out recently, the brand, and then also a really nice black one, I believe. So yeah, I've never seen those guitars before, but he seems to be really into it. I think he's used it most of his career as well. Just one of those days you definitely won't forget in a hurry. And also, I hope they do it every year. I would actually go to that festival every year, different bands maybe, but I thought that was a really good event, so pretty chuffed. Can you stretch your mind back to 2005? If you can, let us know what your favourite indie tracks were from that era. There's definitely some other great bands that I could have been there from that era with an album out around 2005 and 2006. But yeah, let us know what your favourites are. Give it a like if you can. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more stuff like this, please let me know, and we'll get round to it. So I'll see you in the next video.